What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So you're thinking about making a move to northern Colorado. Well, in this video, I'm going to go over my 5 worst reasons of living in Fort Collins. And I thought of that because I was driving to this open house today, and everyone does a video of why they love something, right? You know, it's always the warm and fuzzies, the good stuff. And I just want to share with you some of maybe the cons of living in Fort Collins. And I got stuck behind some traffic and a bunch of construction. And I thought, let's do the 5 worst things about Fort Collins. And so that's what this video is going to be all about. Stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this, and you'll probably be surprised at some of the things I bring up. So this is the 5 worst things about living in Fort Collins, and it's starting now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Garrett, Realtor and partner at the group. And if you want to know all about Fort Collins and the surrounding northern Colorado area, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, notification bell, as I try to get out 2 to 3 videos a week to keep you all informed and updated about everything Colorado living. And if you're thinking of making a move to northern Colorado next month or next year, I'd love to help make your transition as smooth as possible. As always, all my contact information is in the description box below. Feel free to shoot me an email, call or text, as I'd love to chat with you. So let's get into the video. Here are my 5 worst things about living in Fort Collins. Number 1, the traffic and congestion. Fort Collins is a growing city, and the population of 170,000 plus people has been increasing. This is leading to more traffic and congestion on the roads, especially during rush hour. A lot of the traffic during rush hour times are the people coming and going from Fort Collins. A lot of the people live outside the city limits due to Fort Collins' cost of living. With that said, it seems as if there's a consistent construction throughout the year. The city is constantly working on the roads, trying to keep up with all the growth. Another thing that highly affects the traffic and congestion is when Colorado State University is in session. CSU has more than 30,000 students, and you definitely notice when they're in school. Number 2 on the list, the high cost of living. Fort Collins is known for its high cost of living, especially when it comes to housing. The prices of a home and apartments are generally higher than other cities in Colorado. Fort Collins' median price for a single-family home is more than $560,000, and the price of an attached home, a condo or townhouse, is around $400,000. The cost of living index is on the higher end for Fort Collins. Let's say the average cost of living in the United States is 100. Fort Collins is rated 116 overall, and housing would be 167. Now, with that said, Fort Collins is still very sought after place to live because of the location, tucked up next to the foothills of the Rocky Mountain, the community, and the pride the people of Fort Collins have living here. And let's compare that to Boulder, Colorado, where in Boulder, the cost of living, the index is 167. And the housing index is a 322. Now let's get into the 3rd worst thing about living in Fort Collins, limited job opportunities. While there are some job opportunities in Fort Collins, the city is relatively small and the job market can be limited for certain industries or professions. If you're looking for a more tech job and a larger corporation job, then Denver would be the place to be. A lot of the people choose to live in Fort Collins and make the drive to Denver for work due to the cost of living. Denver is still more expensive than Fort Collins, and you can definitely get more bang for your buck living in Fort Collins rather than in Denver. And many just don't like living in the big city, and that's why they choose Fort Collins. Number 4 on the list is the cold winters. Fort Collins is located in the northern part of Colorado, which means that winters can be long and cold with significant snowfall, and when the wind comes off the mountains, man, it can get chilly. Also, with the cold and the snowfall, when the amount of snow accumulates on the roads, the school districts cancel school. Now I get it. They're being safe for the kids and the school buses, but I remember going to school in 3 feet of snow, right? And as always, it seems like an hour later, the sun starts shining and the roads clear up. But anyways, I'll stop rambling about that, because with snow comes snow activities like skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, sledding, whatever. Colorado has something like 38 different ski resorts, so maybe snow days are a positive. And the fifth and final thing on my 5 worst things about living in Fort Collins is the crowded during peak seasons. Fort Collins is a popular tourist destination, especially during summer and fall, which can lead to crowded streets, long wait times at restaurants, and difficulty finding parking. And this isn't just during the spring and summer times. Just last week, the family and I were going to dinner to celebrate my youngest daughter's 7th birthday. We get close to the restaurant and we have to circle the area several times before actually finding a parking spot. And we eventually found it a few blocks away, and it wasn't as if we were at peak times. It was around 4:30, but I guess it was a Friday. Anyways, those are 5 of the worst things about living in Fort Collins. Leave me a comment below which of the 5 things we covered would just drive you crazy. And if you want to know more or anything specific, leave that in the comment section as well. If there's enough interest, I'd love to do another video about the topic, so let me know. And if you're thinking, wow, Fort Collins sounds lame, well, check out my other video of the 5 reasons why I love living in Fort Collins, and then you can make your own decision about it. And as always, I'm Garrett, a realtor and partner at the group, and if you're thinking about making a move to Northern Colorado next month or next year, I'd love to help make your transition as smooth as possible. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.